So why the war in the Congo continue? Why won't the Congo war end? Look, imagine you live in a neighborhood. One day your neighbor find out you have treasure. Treasure in your house, gold, diamonds, minerals, everything valuable. So instead of asking to share, they break in and start stealing. And they don't do it alone, right? They bring in others. Some from the neighborhood, some from outside the neighborhood. Over 30 years they fight over who get the biggest share, while you and your family struggle just to survive. That's exactly what's happening in the Congo. The best way I can simplify, throw some analogy in there. The country, man, is sitting on just some of the most valuable minerals in the world. So coltan is one of them, cobalt, gold, diamond, you name it. These are the key ingredient in your cell phone, right? In your laptop, in your electric car. So we have mineral that's mined in the Congo, that's fabricated, that produce our technology, right? So, but instead of Congo benefiting, outside countries and corporations benefited, and corporations use rebels, warlords, and corrupt politicians to keep the Congo unstable so they can keep looting. That's kind of like the simplified version. To step back, how did it start? Way back in the day, colonization between the 1885, I believe, up to 1960s. Belgium took over Congo like a personal business. King Leopold, you know the story, treating people like slaves, chop hands, massacre millions, rape and the killing just to extract minerals from Congo. We gained our quote-unquote independence in the 1960s. Congo finally got its quote-unquote freedom, like they said. But look, and then our leader, Patrice Lumumba, our hero, was assassinated with the help of the CIA and Belgium, because they didn't want Congo to control its own wealth. Then we get a leader, Mobutu Sese Seko. He ruled from, I believe, 1960, 63, 65, until 1997. Became a dictator, stole billions, let the country collapse, right? What made it worse? It goes to Rwanda genocide, 1994, after the genocide of Rwanda. You know the movie Hotel Rwanda, right? That story. Hey, the killers from that genocide basically ran into Congo to hide. I'm going to simplify it this way. Then Rwanda and Uganda, neighbors country, they use this as an excuse to say, oh, we're going to invade, right? But they really wanted the mineral. So here go our neighbors. It led to Africa World War, right? I think the first war, I believe, right, from 1998 to 2003. Basically, all of a sudden, you had 9 African countries, 25 rebels, and over 6 million people have died, massacre, murder, and include the raping of women, the use of weapon of war, right, led to genocide and so on. That's been the story, man. Now, who keeps the war going? Yeah, that's a great question. Who keeps the war going? Rwanda, right? The President Paul Kagame, another Leopold, playing chess, man. Full of it, of course. Backs the M23, the M23. These are rebels that control Congo mine, right? And then you got Uganda, not innocent. All these neighbors country not innocent, all after gold and other mineral. And then you have our own Congolese government, of course, our president. The government, look, we're just weak, corrupt military. But now we're just trying to fight back. A lot of internal corruption. So we have our own mess to clean up, just like everybody, right? Everybody's messy. And then you have Western countries, of course, corporation, the U.S. to China. They just need Congo mineral, man. They just use Rwanda and Uganda as their puppet, because nobody wants to pay a fair price, right? You have the United Nations full of it. I believe MONUSCO been 20 years in Congo, billions spent, zero result. Can't end the violence. Yeah, the real reason this war will not end, will end, simple, because Congo is the jackpot, for the world biggest industry. That's it. What do you think? It's needed. The minerals in your phone, in that phone, in that laptop, in that electrical car, they come from Congo, right? So as long as powerful countries, let me put it that way, can make money by keeping Congo weak, they'll continue to do that until they stop using rebel warlords and foreign government, right, to steal. The war will not end. And now Congo also fight within itself, man. And Congo is not just fighting within itself as well. It's fighting a global system built on profit, power, exploitation. So these are not new conversations. These are the things that we all know. And it just come down to, really understanding the reason why this war won't end. And big shout out, regardless how we look at it, our Congolese fighters, may not be the best strategists and come together unified, but you got to give a shout out to the Wazalendo. Call them, these are like patriot, right? Conjunction with the Congolese military. I think the Wazalendo, they're like a coalition of group, man, fighting to protect Congo, along with the army, or within the army is also a messy thing. So it's a big mess. It's complicated, it's complex, it's confusing, and mentally, emotionally drained. We all drained. I'm drained. And at the end of the day, it's just this whole thing is when elephant fights, the grass get hurt. But at least these fighters, hey, like I said, they may not have the best weapon or the best budget. We are at war, right? Well, they are willing just to die, man, to protect Congo family, the land, the future. But why should you care? Why should you care about Congo? Because the world don't give a damn. The world don't care. Because Congo is being robbed in broad daylight. And the world ignore it. The world don't give a damn. So, think of like every time, you buy a cell phone, a Tesla or electric car, there's a good chance that some of its mineral came from Congo. In fact, there's plenty of chance. Mined by people. Young people. Man, forced to work in dangerous condition. Right? And if this was happening in one European country, the world would have stepped in. Would have stepped in a long time ago. But because it's Africa, of course, nobody moves, nobody cares. So yeah, look, the war in Goma, Eastern Congo, it's not just about African fighting each other. It's a global hustle, and Congo is the jackpot, like I mentioned. So until the world stop using rebel warlords and foreign government to steal from Congo, man, the cycle will not end. It will continue. It will continue. It will continue. So what can you do? I think that's everybody's questions. I mean, we feel helpless. But you know what? What can you do, man? Just show solidarity, man. Show love, to the Congolese people, man. A lot of us in the Congolese community, we just, many of us suffering in silence. We trying to be in community. For us, prayer in community is very important. Many of us have family in Goma. I've got conversation, phone calls. I mean, we're not trying to march. I think you can't do that because you have many of us also undocumented, victim of war, rape, and genocide, but no one cares, right? So people fear being deported or ignored. It's so many factors. There are many, and here's the reality to an uncomfortable conversation. There are many different communities in America, man. I got to throw this in there. But the truth is, everyone looks out for themselves, right? When we needed support, we didn't see big numbers showing up. But we all do that to each other, and that's sad. Yet when others need help, they certainly expect solidarity. I think that's such a You got to throw that in the equation. But I think we get it. Everybody get it. Group feel left out. We don't know how to hold solidarity with each other. But we just, right now, Congolese, man, we feeling it. Congo is at the breaking point where basically for 30 years, Congo has been at war. Right now, for the first time, gunfire has been heard next door neighbor inside Rwanda. And the Congolese people, the youth, I mean, what do you expect? Live in Kinshasa. So much suffering. Like, listen, Mr. President, we demanding weapons to defend ourselves. You can criticize it all you want, but I think after a decade, man, of war and violence, how long can people sort of kind of, I don't know, stay silent? For years, Rwanda sent rebels into Congo, man. But the fight never reach, next door of Rwanda. And that's what we're talking about here. So that's changing now. But, of course, the world still tell Congo, fix your own problem. Everybody got problem, but you can't tell a nation to fix its own problem. Of course, we know that. We have our internal issue and drama, but you can't fix your own problem, ignoring the fact that international companies and foreign government have been stealing from Congo while watching the people suffer. Like I said, the Congo Army and resistance group, the Wazalendo, they may not be the most organized, but they're willing to fight and to die. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking at here, just to protect the women, the children, the families. Congo was just a nation that's blessed and cursed. And meanwhile, the international community, the international media, all this misinformation and confusion, who really has the interest of the Congolese people? And then African leaders, I mean, some of the dumbest leaders in the world. So, and then my thing is, look, if you want to do business in Congo, it's like, understand this, man. The mining communities, the local people, they just want their fair share. They know the country's cursed and blessed. They have to wake up every morning, look at mineral, leave the mining community, right? No more exploitation. No more empty promises. But who cares? And that's the reality. Again, Congo is both blessed and cursed. We hold, and I say that earlier, and I know I'm going to sound repetitive, we hold some of the most valuable resources in the world. So everyone wants a piece. Nobody wants to leave a house. That's it, man. You see how I simplify that? Nobody want to leave your house. The future star really when Congo can finally rebuild without invasion, without interference. Yeah, let us clean up our own mess. Yeah, we got to fix our own government, but let us be. We got to rebuild, our country in our own terms, right? That's everybody, right? Some of the African country realize that, okay, whatever's going on in America with the Trump administration, we got to kind of maybe wake up a little bit. But look, despite everything, man, Congo will rise. We will rise. We have survived colonialism. We have survived betrayal, war. We'll keep fighting for our land, man, our dignity and our future. Congo has suffered, but our story is not over, man. It is not over. There's still hope. It's not over. In DRC, we said, man, Congo is quelque chose de fort, quoi. DRC is we love our country, man. Ilokwa makasi. Like we said in Nzambe Kaka, only God. Long live the Congo. Long live Patrice Lumumba. Peace.